Hey guys, today this is another story time, and I'm going to be talking about my first kiss. Now, this is kind of like an interesting first kiss because I'm also going to be exposing somebody. So, it's kind of like best/worst kiss, but I'm still going to be exposing the person because they're a-hole. So, yeah, so let's get started. Alright. So, I was in 7th grade. I'm not going to tell you the school because if anybody from the school, they're going to be like, in it. And I'm like, no. So, I'm just going to tell you, I was in middle school. And I met this dude named Jonathan. And we had a 7th and 8th grade band. So, the 7th grade band, which was me and my other, classmates who were in band, me and a couple other kids did percussion. When the 8th grade band joined us, there was other kids that also did the percussion. So we kind of like worked together. And I met this dude named Jonathan. And, he was sweet. He's nice and tall. He's funny, loves to make everybody laugh and smile and everything. So, him and I we were, we didn't talk, but we were just like chilling, and we would just like look at each other sometimes. When you like look at somebody and you have that like good eye contact? Yeah, that's kind of what it was. It was just like we would just look at each other and, not have a flirt type of thing, So it was a couple, I don't know. It was like the end of the school year, and close to the end. It was like maybe 3 months before the school year ended. And we had a percussion practice, which was during the last period. Okay, so during the last period, I go there early because I had social studies, and I don't like social studies, like I don't like the subject, but the teacher there was pretty cool, so I kind of hated leaving that class, but at the same time I was kind of looking forward to going to band because of Jonathan. So I went to band early, and he was there. So it was just him and I, and the band director, he was there, but he was like in another station, like he was fixing something or something in another room. So Jonathan goes to like where they keep all the instruments locked up. He goes to the back room and he calls me. So he's like, yo, come here, Shanti, come here. So I'm like, okay, this is weird. So I walk back there, and he's like, is it okay if I kiss you? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, sure, like, I don't care. And it was my first time, so I'm just acting cool. You know how you act cool when you're like, ee, So I'm just like, yeah, I don't care, like, whatever. So he kissed me. And it was actually really good. It was no, like, tongue or anything. It wasn't like that. It was just, like, a regular, like, kiss, but it felt good. And when you get that like stingly feeling in your whole, like it just rushed over my whole body. I was like, oh my gosh, like wow, this is what a kiss feels like. So mind you, this was my first kiss, so I'm just like, wow, like what's up, like do you like me or something? It was kind of like that type of reaction. So after that, he like while we were kissing, I felt him grab my butt or whatever. That happened. Sorry about that. My mom was talking to me about something. Back to, I don't even know where I was, to be honest, but I'm gonna think about it. Alright, so I was at the butt rubbing. Okay, so after that, we left the area, and, he was like, he was just like, I don't know, he was just smiling at me the whole time, so I'm just like smiling at him. And then, you know, a couple kids come in, and, you know, I'm just like wanting, like, you know, when you like have something like good happen to you and you're just waiting to tell the whole world what happened. It's kind of where I was, but I was like, let me like wait until I had a best friend named Camilla. So I would tell her like everything that happened. So I was waiting for me to see her before telling anybody else. But when I saw her, I didn't tell her. Because before I saw her, I saw Jonathan. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my ex. Jonathan. Jonathan. Outside. And he told me not to tell anybody what happened. And, like, you know when you're like, okay, like, why can't I tell people? Like, that's crazy. Like, you gave me my first kiss and I can't tell nobody? Like, how you coming? So it was just like weird. I was like, maybe he has a girlfriend or something. I don't know what's up. Maybe he's, you know, embarrassed, you know, like, oh, this ugly girl, like, why be caught with her? So I'm just like, okay, I won't tell anybody. And of course, my big mouth went to go tell Camilla. And it was really funny because, like, I told her and she didn't believe me. She was like, what? Like, that's an 8th grade. What? It was so funny. And I got my proof somehow. I forgot what I did. Like, I was texting him and I would screenshot it and send it to her. So, one day, Camille and I got in a fight, like an argument fight, not like a fist fight. And we were walking outside when we were arguing, and then she screams, like, she sees Jonathan there, and she's like, Jonathan, did you kiss Ashanti? And I'm just like, yo, like, what is wrong with you? We were in an argument or whatever, and I'm just looking at her like, what are you doing? He looks back, and then he looks at me, and he's like, yo, like, he looks a little, like, embarrassed / like, pissed. So I'm just like trying to be like, yo, like, I didn't tell her. Because I didn't want to, like, he was a good friend, you know, so I didn't want to lose him as a friend because, you know, I accidentally got him exposed. So, you know, so he screams out, I don't even know her, like, who is that? And that's when I said, like, I started exposing him even more. Because I'm like, you don't know who I am, you know, blah, 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 blah. He sent me pictures, you know, inappropriate pictures. I had them screenshot it, and I sent them to who I needed to send them to embarrass him. So, it's like, I don't know why, but, like, if you're gonna deny something and then know I have proof of it, like, what are you doing? Like, to Jonathan, like, you're dumb. You're really, like, we're older now. We're in high school now. We go to high school together. We bump into each other a couple times. You say your little highs, I say my little highs. But listen, Jonathan. Listen, that was really messed up of you. It was. It really was. There was no point, like, for what? Why would you, for what? What was the point? Like, you were single, okay? Yeah, you were popular or whatever. I was, like, the least popular, so I guess I see why you did that. But I don't know. I don't know. So, to Jonathan, I just exposed you. And, yeah. So, if you guys want actual, like, proof of this, because y'all don't believe me, make this hit 100K likes. And let me get some more subscribers, and I'll I'll post the proof on here for you guys. Till next time, out.